Greetings everyone, this is Mahonical Harris of the Extreme Swoop League doing an introduction to Pazaak in Star Wars The Old Republic. Now to help me today I have a volunteer, a fellow guildmate, Ferdon Zyre. He and I will show you how to play the rounds of Pazaak if you do not have a dealer. And as we will be having some tournaments where it will be highly likely that you won't be able to have a dealer for all of the rounds, this would be a format that you could follow. Please refer to the forums that I had posted on some of the basics and the strategies and tips on how to play Pazaak. Those might be good complementary resources to this video. So now he and I are, you may notice, are in a group. This is so that if we do a roll, like say if I do a roll 10, he will be able to witness it. And so I'll see if he does another roll. Let's see if I see it. Yes, so we can see each other's rolls. If we are not grouped together, we would not be able to see them. So you have to be grouped together. Now the first part of starting the game, you can discuss whether there will be a wager. For this example, we are not doing a wager, but you can decide whether you guys will be betting credits or maybe having items that you will trade each other or upon one of you being victorious. That is completely up to you. I won't force anyone to bet if they don't want to. Now, next portion would be deciding the 4 playable cards. So there are 2 options. One, I'm going to tell him I will be using random generation for my cards. And so to do the random generation, then I will be doing 2 rolls for each card. The rolls are first a roll 3 for each card. So I'll let him know. Card 1. I'm going to do the roll 3. So when you do this, a 1 would mean that it is a positive card. A roll of 2 would mean that it is a negative card. And a roll of 3 would mean that it is one of the flippable plus-minus cards that you can use to either subtract or to add, depending on how you desire it to be used. Those are very valuable cards. Now the next one will determine the number on this card. So I will do a roll 6, like so. One thing I will say, so that would be a +4. It helps to write your cards down. Now, one thing I should note, the reason why I am letting him see my cards is because we do not have a dealer. Or as he might not trust me, I might not trust him, especially in a competition. If we keep track of who has which cards, we won't have cheating, and that will make it so that the competition is fair. So now I will let him know it's a +4. Now I will do for card 2. So the roll 3 and the roll 6. So that would be a -6. Now card 3, I'll do the same thing. So that would be +3. And then last card for me. So I would have -5. And now I will just make sure that he knows what my cards are. So So I will type it in. And I don't know if he's typing it or if he's just keeping track of the cards, but I personally keep track of all the cards for both opponents, and I also keep track of the totals for each opponent. That way, there's no chance of anyone misadding in the rounds that I play, and especially when I am acting as a dealer. Alright. So now let's see here. I'm going to ask him, how will he determine his cards? So will he use limited choice or random generation? So he says that he would like to choose them. So now I will just ask him, what are your cards going to be? Wait for him to respond. Okay, so he has chosen those cards. Now notice that he chose cards that were only positives or negatives. And with limited choice, you cannot use any of the plus minuses. However, as you did see right there, I did random generation. I did not get any plus minus cards either. It's not guaranteed to give you an advantage. Neither way is guaranteed to give you an advantage. This is a game of chance. But either way, whatever works for you, you're free to do. Alright. So now we will do a roll 100 to see who goes first. So it's always the highest. That's just to make it so that there's no, it's more uniform. So he did his roll. Looks like I will probably be going first. Indeed, I am. So I will be going first. So for the turns now, I have my cards written down. He, I presume, knows his cards at the very least. I will do a roll 10. Then I will state my total, and then any action that I take. There's two choices to be made, whether I will play a card or not, and then whether I end my turn, meaning I will continue to receive cards, or whether I stand, meaning I finalize my total. All that he has to do to beat me is get 20 or closer to 20. And if you do hit 20, you automatically stand, because it doesn't make sense to continue receiving cards. The best score you could get in a round is to hit a total of 20. So I state my total is 20. I'm going to end my turn. I don't want to use my cards until I absolutely have to. And so now let's see. He rolls. So now I'm going to wait for him to write down his total as well. And then he will state any actions that he takes. Okay, so we both had happened to have the same roll and did the same thing. So now I will do another roll 10. So now I add that to my previous total. So now I have 15. Now I don't have any card that will get me to 20. I do have a +4 though. So I'm going to play that card. I'm going to say play +4. Then I will state my new total, 19. You can only play one card per turn, so I'm going to stand with the score of 19. So now he has the chance to beat me if he gets a score of 20. Right now he's at 10. So let's see how he does. Alright, so he has a similar or score to mine. Now let's see what he will end up doing. Will he play a card? Will he okay, he's going to end his turn. So now, since I had stood, he will play again. He will do another, or roll 10. Alright, so he hit a total of 21. Let me see. So he's going to end his turn. And so that is what's called a bust, as he just said. So I win this round because his total was over 20. So now I want to. So I have one round one. And I have played one card, my +4. I have 3 cards left. I don't get to play that +4 ever again. And meanwhile, he hasn't won any rounds. But he also has all his cards left. So now the next round, he will go first. Okay, so he rolls a 10. So now he would state his total. There we go. And now I would, so he rolled 10 again. There's a lot of 10. Sometimes this happens. So now I state my total. I'm going to end my turn. So now it's back to him. Okay, so that would make his total 14. Let's see if he chooses to end his turn. Okay. Now I would go again. So now my total would be 13. I'm going to end my turn again. None of my cards would get me to a good score, so I'm not going to play them yet. So now he's going to do a roll 10. Oh, he got a good roll, so he's going to hit a total of 20. So he said that he stands. You don't have to stay that, but you can, because, I mean, you automatically stand if you hit 20. So now I'm at 13. I want to get to 20, otherwise he wins this round. He would have it tied. He hasn't played any cards. So now, so I had 13. I just rolled a 4. Now, I will play my +3. So that means the round is tied. Now what does that mean? Neither of us win that round. And we would get to play another round again. This time I will be going first again. So roll 10. I would do that. Then I'd wait for him to go again. So he rolls, what was that, 7? Alright. Then I would roll 10. No. Now I don't have anything to get me closer. I've used my positive cards, so I will end my turn. So now he would have a total of 9. Now the risky roll. Oh, there we go. So my total would be 24. I will play my -6, or my -5, to get me to a new total of 19, and I will stand. So now he has, again, a mark to beat. Okay, so he should be at 17. Now he can choose. He does have a card, if I remember. It's the +2, but he's choosing to end his turn. He's going for it all. So with that, he would bust. So I would win in that round again. So remember, to win the match, you'd have to get to 3. For the purpose of this video, since I'm at a little over 15 minutes now, I'm going to end it there. One suggestion I would make is to when you have the rounds end, just take a screenshot so you could, if you do have anyone that decides to lie about whether you win, and then you can show me the screenshots, and I will ban them from any further competitions. I hope that this video was informative and gave you a good example of how to play if you do not have a dealer. If you do have a dealer, it will be a little bit different, but I may post another video, or I will just teach you guys as we do tournaments. For now, signing off. Thank you for joining us.